law school did not prepare us for this life.
At all, oh, at all.
So, welcome to another episode of the
Expat
Expat,
with
the brief.
and the brand.
Okay, we are two Nigerian lawyers,
Yeah.
but we're living in Qatar, and this is our story.
Like we never experienced it, to be honest. Like if you had told me to give you a picture of what my life was supposed to look like 10 years from at least from law school, trust me, I didn't know I was going to move or be living in Qatar. So yeah, this is our new reality.
In 2015, I was in the law school in 2015.
Was that when you went to law school?
Yeah, I
I used to,
went to.
where did I go to law school? I think I went in 20. Oh, no, no, no. I don't remember. Okay, no, no, no. I went to, okay, yeah. I entered university 2007.
Hmm,
Ekwa.
yeah.
Then I graduated 2012.
Hmm,
I went to law school in 2014. Yeah, that's
okay.
it. Which law school did you go to?
Enugu.
You did? My
Mm-hmm.
mom went to Enugu Law School. My mom is also a lawyer. And I wanted to go to Enugu.
Okay.
Yeah, but she said that their teachers are strict. So I went to where the Boti children went. So I went to law school in
Abuja.
I don't have strength, I beg.
I actually wanted to go to law school in Bayelsa.
Why? Okay, it was new.
Stupidly,
It was new.
it was new at that time.
Is that why you wanted to?
God saved me because I wanted to do. I've not been to Bayelsa before. I still have not been to Bayelsa until now.
I've passed
So I
through.
wanted to go to Bayelsa. But they say the
No.
mosquito in Bayelsa.
I'm not even.
They're
It was not
giants.
even in my dictionary. There's no way I even imagined it. It was either Abuja or Lagos. But Lagos Law School is smack in the middle of on the
Victoria
island.
Island.
I didn't want that. But people that went there, they popped heavy. Like they enjoyed law school.
Well, for me, I think law school was like the climax of the undergraduate social life for me.
Hmm?
Beginning part of undergraduate, I was still, do I really want to study law?
Are you serious? I'll give you my own gist. Don't worry, finish up.
Did I really want to study law? It wasn't, in fact, law was my uncle's idea.
Really?
Yeah, I just wanted to be a teacher.
You're joking.
Yeah, I wanted to
And
study
you're so good
English.
at law. Like there's no way. Like I would not think that you were born to be a lawyer. To be honest.
I just had to do what I
Me,
had
I was
to
born
do.
to be a lawyer. Like no jokes. My name is Portia, and my dad read Merchant of Venice. You know, Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And she was a Daniel has come to judgment. So alas, from the time I was born, I was supposed to be a lawyer. So right up until secondary school, I used to do so well at sciences. My mom's elder brother was like, "Oh, you're too smart to be a lawyer. You're doctor. Sorry, you're supposed to be a doctor." And at that point, if razor should cut me and I see blood, oh honey, I'm gonna cry. I can cry.
And that's not.
Yeah,
That's
that's not no. You cannot be a doctor now. So I was like, in as much as you say, and I was good at chemistry and no, physics rather and biology, but I hated chemistry.
I failed chemistry.
Yeah, I hated chemistry, but I was good at physics and biology,
Me
probably
too.
because I liked mathematics together.
Me too.
So hence, I had to study law. Now it's not even.
I just loved English.
You did.
And
I
I had this lady who was our landlady where we used to live. She studied English language, then did masters in English and literature, did her PhD. You know, I wanted my life
to be like that.
Yeah,
Ugh.
teach in secondary school, then
I
become
never saw anybody that was
then
glamorous.
become a lecturer. Yeah, she was glamorous.
I'm sure she would have been a babe. She would have painted nails. I think I imagine.
If you see, she was the it lady. So I wanted that life. I would
never have. Thank God we have conversations like this because there's no way in hell I would have imagined you wanting to be an English teacher. See what?
No, a lecturer actually.
Yeah, same.
I did not have the patience
for
teaching
little
children. Anyways, well, it did not work out that way. Everybody in my class wanted to be a lawyer, and I hate to do what everybody is doing. I do not. That's why I do not do a lot of trends.
Yeah.
I do not like to do what
Regular.
everyone is doing. But finally,
we're here.
My uncle convinced me.
Well, that your uncle must actually be very influential because
he convinced me. He said even if I want to be a teacher,
you could do law.
Could teach law.
Okay, that was smart. And it's not too late to be honest.
No,
you've given up on that.
I can teach the paralegals in the office.
Well.
So this is where we are. 2015, I went to the law school. Everyone trying to pass the almighty bar finals. We did. And then graduated, got called to the bar. I did not like litigation. I still do not like litigation. I'll be the lawyer who would advise their client
Against,
to settle.
but normally, people don't know that lawyers don't like litigation. We we would advise you on a normal day unless they like trouble. ADR, just settle. Let's settle this out of court because the processes are very long and tedious and drawn
Tedious,
out and unnecessary. To be honest, it's just
and at the end of the day, it's one thing to get judgment, it's another thing
to
to execute
actually
it.
thank you. You know go see that money. You know go see that thing. So it's just a
So,
lot, to be honest. Me personally, okay, my own story is even from my first year to my final year. I had only A's and B's. Then I think I had maybe one C or during maybe all these borrowed courses.
and
Yeah,
you're a star student. I even
and
had F,
are you serious?
but in a borrowed course.
Yeah, borrowed course. But now, funny thing, I think in my third year, no, either third year or fourth year, I had a missing script in a borrowed course.
Must have been
Something
frustrating.
government missing script though. I wrote it again in my fourth year, missing script. I think I wrote it again in my final year. Missing script, the same government, something GPD 101 or something like that. Something welcome to government was like one of the easiest courses. So like after that missing script, final year, I was now like my mates had gone to law school. That's long and short of the story. I did not go to law school with my mates.
Okay.
Because of this missing script. And I had to spend a few months. It was I cried. It broke my heart. I had to spend a few months going to school. I wrote it as what is it called? Spillover. And even now brought my what's it called? CGP. Yeah, it brought me down to I was still in 2-1, but low 2-1 because spillover already is like extra year, so they calculated different. I don't know. It really broke my heart and it frustrated me that period. So I didn't go to law school with my mates to the point that someone say, Portia, and then I already started posting content on social media. They were like, Portia is doing, Portia is doing, her mates are in law school. No, I said this in pain. And funny enough, to the shame of the devil, I'd already entered law school when this Asher was being circulated, but I deviate. Anyway, so because I did not go to law school with my mates, entered law school, I've never been a reader, like an avid reader, but I just entered law school. I did not have time to dilly-dally or give people having fun. Abuja campus was late. People were having fun. So I did not have time for any of that. None of them were my mates. And again, there was this, my batch was a new batch that they brought. So they were now having people that were like, they were supposed to be in
backlog.
Thank you. People that were like fourth year that they moved to do law school with us. So people were like, then I think I was 21. I think I was 22 or 23. I had 19-year-olds in my class. In my loss, 20-year-olds that were supposed to be in
final year.
This in private school, they just moved them. So me, I was like, oh, nobody here's my mates. I'm older than everybody, or feeling like the auntie of the whole law school. So I carried that mind and I just bent down and did law school, and we're called to the Nigerian bar. And here we are today in Qatar, not Nigerian buyer. How did you come to Qatar?
I came to Qatar 2019, so it's been a long time. Almost 7 years.
Yeah,
I came to Qatar early 2019, and when I was coming, there was this conversation around. I'm not sure you're going to practice law in Qatar.
Sorry, why did you come to Qatar?
Why? I came because of family.
Okay.
And then there was the conversation about that you would not find a job as a lawyer
Language
in
barrier.
Qatar because the practice is different and all of that. And so I was like, okay, let me come.
Let's get
Let
there
me
first.
get there. They said you would have to maybe start. After all, you had always wanted to be a teacher, and many people come here and they become teachers.
That's another thing.
But at that point, I was no longer
interested in that
frame. I've already worked in the law firm. Did corporate the first year during NYSC, and then did general services litigation.
Okay, you practiced in Nigeria before?
Yeah,
okay,
2 years.
That's
so before I came.
That's probably why.
I got here, and then all the schools that I applied to, I did not even receive rejection email. They just
cricket. I feel like that was the sign anyway.
Cricket. And so one of the days we went out, we were coming back. I saw there's this signpost, a law firm. I'm like, since it's very close to where we live, I was just going to, since I was always at home, just there, trying to submit CVs and all of that. I was just going to stroll to that place and find out if I could work with them. Okay. And so that afternoon, I strolled with a copy of my CV. I had different
like that.
CVs. We went there and then I submitted the CV and they told me that they were going to call me. And then much later they called me. I went over. They said I should come have a conversation with managing partner. And so the man, he told me that they do not have uh,
Vacancies.
no, that they serviced more of locals. So
Okay.
since I do not have the
Arabic.
language, it was going to be difficult. Even though from time to time, maybe once in a long while,
They'll
they could
have
receive
international
international
clients.
enquiries, but it's not something to bank on. So that even if they say, okay, let them employ me to be here, I will just sit without doing anything because most of the documents they had in their office was in
Arabic.
Arabic. But
I think
then
that's a challenge most.
he advised me to look out for law firms that service international clients. That is very sure from the conversation that we had that I was going
You're good
to
enough to get into
get
one of them.
something. It
Of
was all
course.
the encouragement I needed. It
But
was
that was actually a good thing.
it was all the encouragement I needed to know that I could actually apply to a law firm and get it. I applied to another law firm close to where we were living, and I got in to have a conversation, and then they said they had mostly male lawyers. And so because they had male lawyers, they were not going to employ me because they would have to do a cubicle and all of
For
that. They didn't,
you.
I don't care if they're going to
Do you
look at
understand?
me. I don't care
No,
if
they
they're
don't
going to look
understand.
at
They don't
me.
understand.
But then, yeah. Anyways, here we are. I kept applying. Some
You
international law
did?
firms, they did not even answer. So one lady that I had met around the time I came, she asked me to create a profile. There's one job, Qatar job somewhere,
Yeah, there
create
are
a
a lot of
profile
them.
there. So I created a profile. The day I created the profile, I saw the vacancy post for where I currently work.
Oh,
Same
wow.
day.
Same day.
So I uploaded my CV and then got the name of the firm, searched them on their website, got their email address, and still sent my CV.
That's undedicated.
I still sent my CV to their email. And 3 days later, they reached out, scheduled me for the first interview, the second, the third, and finally, an offer. And here
Oh,
we
that's
are,
nice.
7 years later.
Wait, sorry, you've been working there for 7 years. Okay,
Yes,
that's amazing.
we're
That's
still
amazing.
there.
That's
So, yeah,
amazing.
that's my Lord journey story
To
in Qatar.
Qatar. Ah, it's a carry me come. Sma,
Family.
it's ma. Carry me.
Man,
Ma.
you follow man, call
Follow
over
ma
you
come
go.
Qatar. Eh, anyway, I think I probably didn't chase law because of I didn't practice in Nigeria.
Mm.
So after law school, what did I do? I did
Content creation.
yeah, I've always done that on the side, even before and during law school.
Mm.
During law school, I took one small break. I've always had a blog.
Mm.
Then, what did I do? I started sewing. Yeah,
Okay.
immediately after NYC, I started a clothing brand. I ran Posha for I did it for almost 7 years before I came to Qatar. I think
Mm.
yeah. So that's what I did. I didn't practice. Unfortunately, I didn't practice law. So and I came to Qatar in 2020. This 2026.
Yeah.
I came in 2022.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just after the World Cup or before?
before the World Cup.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I came just before the World Cup, but I wasn't here during the World Cup. I was in Nigeria during the World Cup. So I was on and off for a bit, but I've been permanently here since 2023. So I'll be 4 years in July.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
in Qatar.
We should actually have an anniversary celebration.
I've actually not I've not applied for law jobs to be honest because I heard that it's Arabic like there's a language barrier
Hmm.
especially with the documents and the court processes everything is in traditional language here
Hmm.
so I didn't even bother to be honest and I love law like I really loved law I thought I was going to do criminal law
Hmm.
because yeah I really liked my criminal law lecturer Zumbi if you went to APSU you know but the thing is it's too unfair and I'm very emotional.
Hmm.
So I'm very invested. And I see a lot of bad people going to jail. Sorry, bad people getting away with nonsense and good people going to jail. So I'm like, no, I'm too emotional to do this. So that was actually why and I wanted to do corporate law. Why did I do corporate law? I wanted to work in oil company. Don't worry, I had big eye, but I loved clothing. And I was already a fashion content creator. So it was just like a normal
You're just
do
doing,
you
living
understand?
your life.
Living there, doing what I love while still doing the. But Qatar gives you this reality check that you have to realign your priorities. I might practice law if the opportunity comes up
Hmm.
currently, to be honest. But content creation gives me room to still. My babies are still quite small, to be honest. So content creation gives me the room to just
Readjust your schedule
yeah
to fit.
to fit. So my baby is down for a nap. I whip on my camera and do. I'm doing something, I'm editing. So it's easier for me currently. So my current life is okay with what I'm doing. But in the future, I pray that there's something bigger to fill whatever void comes. Because my babies are going to be growing very soon, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So how's life in Qatar been so far?
Life in Qatar, as you said, it gives you the reality check.
Yeah.
Number one, the extended family. You know how
The village.
we enjoy the community.
We don't
It's
have
like
it.
it's like you're on your own. You figure it out by
Whether you like it
yourself,
or not.
whether you like it or not. There's no, oh, mommy,
Mm-mm.
could I come drop the kids over at yours? No. You would
Dreams.
have to be the mommy. You would have to find a way. You just have to navigate. Everyone has their life. Now you're not expecting that someone else is going to post their life
Help
to
you with
come
yours.
help you with yours.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work
We all
at
have our own
all.
burden, so
So
crazy.
everyone is moving with the with their own life, the things going on in their life, and a lot of times the classism that you feel we left in
Omo,
Nigeria is amplified
you will
here.
jam it.
Is amplified. It's like
It's
someone
crazy.
meets you, and the first they want to know where you work, they want to know what your spouse does, they
Yeah,
want
where
to
you
know the
live
school
and the
your
kind of car
children
you
go
drive.
to, they want to know if you're
So
driving,
they'll know
what
if they
kind
can
of
talk to
car
you.
you're driving. That that is like the background check
Yeah.
they do before they want to associate with you. It's like, no, I do not want,
To know if you're up to par with
yeah,
them.
I do not want someone to come put a body in their body, as though if you're not working where they want you to work,
You come and begging them for
you
food in
beg
their
them for
house.
food.
Or bite me.
But that will be
No,
tea.
see,
That will be
the
tea
tea.
for another
Don't worry.
episode.
So, but
For now,
yeah,
we're just going to say bye, but
yeah.
we'll be back.
We'll be back.
And when we are back, we'll bring you the tea of the things going on in Qatar as two Nigerian lawyers
Living
who
in
Qatar. So
yeah.
now you know I'm the brief.
Yes, actually, that's a very cute.
I'm the
She's the brief
brief.
and I'm the brand.
She's the brand.
Trying to be the brand.
Yeah, she's the brand.
I'm
She's
the brand.
actually the
Yeah,
brand.
we're
She's
the
just
brand.
being modest.
The brand.
She's your influencer's influencer.
Amen. Oh,
Clock
God
it.
will do it for us. So thank you
Thank
for
you.
hanging out with us today.
And
We'll
we'll
see you
see you on the
soon.
next episode. Bye.